Hello. Sorry, I haven't had time to make a video for a little bit. My house has been so completely full of people, I couldn't find a quiet moment. But I wanted to sneak in a video on how to survive Valentine's Day. I just always remember Valentine's Day as being, such a holiday filled with hope, filled with excitement, until the day came. And then it pretty much effing sucked. Whether, usually, if I was with someone or not. If I was single, I would spend the day thinking about how worthless I was, that I didn't have someone and I wasn't lovable. And if I was in a relationship, usually, my gift sucked or they didn't get me anything. And then I would go on to convince myself that I wasn't worth it. So I thought it would be good to address this holiday and talk about it because it can really have an effect on our self-worth and what we think about ourselves. Just a stupid day, a stupid holiday that Hallmark made up to cash in and make money through the sales of cards and then candies and jewelry, amongst other things that we can buy, commercialize, or love. So most of you are probably anticipating the day coming up. I think it's the 7th today, so it will probably be a week from today. So I wanted to give a couple hints on how to survive that day, whether you're in a relationship or you're not. First thing is to realize that it is a commercialized holiday and that it has nothing to do with our self-worth. If we're single, we were probably single the day before and we're going to be single the day after. So why are we going to feel worse on a day that somebody made up just to make money? If you are single, there are many things you can do. One is to be your own Valentine. Go out, buy yourself a gift. Treat yourself to something special, to a massage, buy yourself a piece of jewelry, order a pizza, watch a movie. If you are in a relationship, lower your expectations of what you think Valentine's Day is going to bring you. Maybe ask for what you want and see if your loved one's willing to go get that for you. Because if you leave it up to the person you're in love with to surprise, there's a few people out there that are really good at just being romantic and surprising you with something good, but most people don't really have a clue. And you can, or we set up such high expectations in our head about Valentine's Day because that's how we've been brainwashed to believe it, that all of a sudden everything's just going to be all love and all great, that no matter what our loved one does, it just doesn't seem to meet our expectations. I remember one year, early on, my husband came home with a red teddy bear. And I was just like, a red teddy bear? Like, does he think I'm 5 years old? And it just wasn't, because I was programmed to just be depressed on that day. I think I was, after so many bad Valentine's days, probably starting in elementary school when I didn't get the little Valentine from the boy that I liked. No matter what my husband would have brought home, even though, he loves me, it just wouldn't have been the right gift because I was brainwashed into believing that Valentine's Day should be all that. So he brought me home a red teddy bear, and I was kind of, just to be straight up, a little bit of a bitch about it. I don't remember what I said. It wasn't horrible, but I could have just been much more graceful about accepting the token of love that he brought home. Meanwhile, my daughter snatched up, she was probably 4 at the time, and she's 5, maybe 6, somewhere in there. She snatched it up and claimed it for her own. And over the years, I mean, that teddy bear has been her teddy bear. And there's times that she had a couple close calls and almost died, and she would take that teddy bear with her into the hospital and to comfort her. So lower your expectations, because even just something simple as like a little teddy bear, if that's coming from the person you love, then, you know, you don't know in the end that teddy bear, like, now it's precious to me. And it's not even my teddy bear anymore. And now she's grown and her kids sleep with that teddy bear. So don't have your expectations too high. Remember, it's a commercialized holiday. If you're single and you've had past relationships, remember how shitty Valentine's Day ended up when they didn't get you what you wanted, or they didn't get you anything at all, or broke up with you maybe the day before. I remember one of the best ones I had, probably when I want to say I was 16 years old. My boyfriend brought me some roses. Oh, I was happy. You know, that's what you're supposed to get when you're 16, roses for Valentine's Day. But I realized there was 11 roses, and there's supposed to be 12. And I found out not long after that he gave one rose to the other girl he was with. So Valentine's Day is just a day made up by a Hallmark company. And we're brainwashed into believing that that's a day to show the ones you love that you're lovable, which in turn what it ends up doing is it makes everyone judge themselves by what they got or didn't get for Valentine's Day. So there's a couple ways you can handle it. Just ignore the day altogether if you want. I kind of tend to do that now. I might do a little token of something, but I don't really kind of like buy into it anymore. But if you want to, and you're one of those people that enjoy the holidays, you know, make it special for yourself. You know, write yourself a love letter. Go buy yourself some of your favorite candy. Take a bubble bath. Visualize the beautiful relationship that's going to come to you in the future if you're single. And if you're in a relationship and the relationship's good, ask for what you want. Don't overestimate or have your expectations too high for what the day's going to bring. And just try to enjoy. Another way is we can reach out and kind of, if you know you're the type to have a little depression that day, try to make someone else's Valentine's Day bright. Like if you know of an elderly person that doesn't have a lot of contact with people, you know, if you want to bring them some cupcakes or send them a card, or your niece that you don't reach out to enough, send her a card in the mail, or a friend. Make a date with a friend and do something very nurturing for your friendship. You know, because love isn't just about having that spouse relationship, that significant other. Love can go anywhere. If it means doing something special with your pet, taking them on an extra long walk, giving them a special treat. I hear my pet sighing over there going, yeah, that sounds good to me. But whatever you do, don't let it be a day that you sit around depressed. Don't let it be a day that you start judging your self-worth or how lovable you are or how special you are by what you did or didn't get. Treat yourself and eat some candy, because that's always good, especially chocolate. And try to just make it the most enjoyable day that you can have. And if it helps you just to forget it, then forget that it's even Valentine's Day. Anyways, hopefully this was helpful, because I just remember Valentine's Day being, you know, Not such a great day for most of my life. But when I got out of the brainwashing of it all and decided that it's just another day, we are kind of fed these thoughts from when we're young that aren't true. Like you get married and you live happily ever after. Well, if that was always the case, then over 50%, 60%, I don't even know what it is now, people wouldn't end up in divorce. So, love yourself and have a very wonderful Valentine's Day and a soul-inspired week. And I hope to get back to you soon. I still have the company here, so it might be not quite as many videos for a while, but I will try to jump on here. And I thank you all for taking this time with me. Please subscribe and like. Thank you.